It's your girl, Lou Pac, baby. From the boot where the real ones talk slick and walk heavy. She don't do rumors, she do receipts. If you said it, she got it. If you did it, she show it. Truth teller, big stepper. That's Lou Pac, baby, no pressure. Yeah, truth teller, big stepper. That's Lou Pac, baby, no pressure. Yeah. Straight out of Louisiana, she don't duck, no smoke. Call her the queen of receipts, she keeping folks woke. From fake friends to baby daddies getting exposed. If it's messy, she gon' clean it up, real talk mode. Independent, raw and loud with it. She ain't scared of nothing, she proud with it. So if you coming fake, don't step in her lane. She call names and receipts, gon' explain. Truth black, baby. All truth, all gas, no brakes. Truth teller, big stepper. That's Lou Pac, baby, no pressure. Yeah, truth teller, big stepper. That's Lou Pac, baby, no pressure. Yeah, it's Lou Pac, baby. All truth, all gas, no brakes. Yeah, all truth, all gas, no brakes. No brakes.
Yeah, you tuned in to Lou Pac, baby. She don't follow trends, she follow facts. Receipts ready, energy heavy. Let's go.
L-U-P-A-C, baby don't play, she speak facts, you see. Truth talk, clap back, all receipts on deck. She stand tall in the booth, got respect on her neck. I-N-D-E, yeah, she grinding with ease. P-E-N-E-N-T, bring in truth to the streets.
Go. She don't do drama, she drop data. Scroll the page, now or later. You'll see lies get exposed and the fake get froze like refrigerators. Name ring bells like second line. Speak real, no need to lie. She from the south with a strong survivor. Snakes don't make it out alive.
L-U-P-A-C, ain't no faking on the screen. Call a judge, call a jury, she deliver with that heat. You won't clap, but she got truth, no sugar in her speech. Independent, bold and real, this Lou Pac, baby, capiche.
They scrolling, she exposing. They trolling, she compose. See, Lou Pac don't just react, she decode what's not disclosed. From screenshots to timelines, receipts in real time. You playing checkers, she playing chess. Every move defined, got that hustle in her bones. No cosign built to own. Views go up when she speak up. This platform here a throne.
L-U-P-A-C, baby don't bend, she speak facts, you see. Truth talk, clap back, all receipts on deck. She stand tall in the booth, got respect on her neck. I-N-D-E, yeah, she grinding with ease. P-E-N-D-N-T, bring in truth to the streets. L-U-A-C, baby don't bend. She that truth in your feed when the lies get blown. Y'all watching, y'all lurking, but she grown. L-U-A-C, baby don't be. She that truth in your feed when the lies get blown. Y'all watching, y'all lurking, but she grown.
This ain't gossip, this ain't rumors. This is real talk, backed by real proof. Welcome to Lou Pac, baby, where every video got purpose.
Hey y'all, happy Friday. Shout out to y'all. Thank y'all for being tuned in on this good old Friday, baby. Oh Lord, I'm glad this work week is over. It went by fast, even though I know the weekend gonna go by fast, but it's all good in the hood because we still got a little break, y'all. Little one, two. Little one, two ain't never hurt nobody. But shout out to y'all. Thank y'all for holding it down in the chat. Thank y'all for y'all patience while, get my little coffee, my little receipts together because it's a receipt party. Period. Y'all know anytime a lie is told, we gonna clock it. We gonna because that's what we do. We gonna clock the lie. And the lie was told at least 8 times. Okay? The same lie was told at least 8 times, y'all. Now I found a few receipts to rebuttal it, but I'm pretty sure it's more. I just didn't have time to go through all of these receipts, child. But I got more than enough to clock this lie. All right. Anyways, let me see who in here so we can get this thing cracking on this good old Friday night. I was supposed to go live earlier, y'all, but I fell asleep. And by the time I woke up, it was time to get them cheering off the bus. So I said I'm gonna just have to go live this evening when everybody is off work and ready and relaxed. So it's all good in the hood. Let me see who in here. What's up, Terry, bro? Shout out to you for the black and gold hearts per usual. Copyright and fair use is definitely needed because we got a lot of audio to play. Sweet Queen, my love. Thank you for forever holding down the chat for your girl. I love you down. You already know that. Who else we got? Miss Melody. We got Miss Shafana. We got Miss Lucinda. We got Queen Love Mel in the building. Scorpio Stings, Miss Novella. We got Black Knight, Miss Darlene, Miss Sheila, Latate, Eminem, of course. Y'all know she coming through. I was looking for the morning live. I tried. I ain't gonna lie, but y'all, I was so tired this morning. I don't know why. Like, I went to bed at 12:30, and that's early for me. Like 12:30 a.m. might be late for some of y'all, but that's early for me, okay? Because I got insomnia so bad. But I just was so drained this morning. I laid down in that bedtime after I dropped my son to school, and that was all she wrote. I woke up, it was like almost 2 o'clock. I said, oh Lord, good thing I didn't oversleep to get ham off the bus. Hey, Miss Michelle. Hey, Miss Vanessa, Miss Geraldine Glam, goddess in the building. Well, what do you know in this thing? We got Michaela. We got Miss Renee. We got Miss Latrice. We got Sunflower for Life, Miss Tracy, Miss Elisa, Queen Lily in the building. Hanging with Miss D, Latoya. We got Miss Roz. We got Last Chance, Miss Jackie Rogers, Tyrese with the T in this thing. Miss Malibu. Who else? Miss Lovely. We got Show Nuff in the building. K Monet. Snooky. Shout out to you, Miss Jackie H. It don't matter. Mila coming through my first and only super chat. Thank you, my love. You say hello. Hey, Lupac. All right, y'all. It's a super chat party. Also, the girl ain't called out on you for nothing. Blessed. She really can't tell the truth. But y'all can't tell the. You know what? I always tell y'all, pay attention to the people who tell the unnecessary lies because those count for real. Because if it's that easy for you to tell a lie and not flinch, baby, get away from me. Okay? Stay. I don't want no parts at all. Like she be lying about stuff she don't have to lie about. Like why? Why is it necessary? And then when you start, if you lie a lot as an adult, that tells me a lot about your childhood too. Period. So thank you, my love. Thank you for that super chat. I appreciate you. Who else in here? Hey, Giselle. Hey, Miss Jackie Moore, authentic young lady. Miss Coretta, girl 6565 in the building. Miss Charlene, Miss Beverly. We got Miss Nina. We got Fifi. We got Miss Sandra, Miss Jean, Miss Lynette, Michelle. We got, hold on, Yumika in the building. Miss Dee Dee, Robin Buttercup, Glorious Ange in this thing. I had to change the title too, y'all, because I thought about that. I said, hold on. If she lied to the whole internet about that multiple times, I wonder if Janostrals knew that. Because y'all know she good for, skipping some birth control and yeah, doing her little 1-2, trying to sneak a baby in, baby. So we gonna clock it real quick. We gonna clock that T real quick. Let me see who else is in here. Hey, solid as a rock. Shout out to you. What's up, Brittany? Who else in here? Jazz so jazzy. We got Miss Marlena, Queen Iries in the building. If y'all coming in, Miss Teresa House. We got Nita M. Is the party? Is the party? Is the party? Period. Sugar Pop. Who else? Who else? Let me see. Let me see. Miss Margaret Mason. We got. Let's go down. Talisa in the building. Shout out to everybody ain't been here in a minute, but you back in the fold. Okay, period. Shout out to all my bushwatchers. Hey, Miss Janice. Hey, Shaquintley. Hey, Miss Deborah Kennan. Anita in the building. Miss Melody. Who else we got? Miss Red. Lily. Okay, I'm seeing a lot of names I ain't seen in a little hot minute. Hope all is well. Hey, Miss Lisa. Who else in here? Love me for real. Fancy free in the building. Okay, period. Miss Duncan. We got, hold on, Pisces Divine Goddess. I don't know why my mouse be tripping. Like I think I'm clicking on something and it don't actually highlight for some reason. What's up, Lady Divine? Hey, Maddie. Hey, Miss Sherilyn. Who else? Let me see, y'all. We almost done. We almost done. Darian in the building. Miss Sharon. Miss Marie. Okay, I love it. It's all about God is in the building. Thank you, Miss Marie, for my second super. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all down. Thank y'all so much for the overwhelming support. Period. Y'all keep me going on this too. Say, hey, Regal Essence. Who else? Who else? Hey, Audra. Hey, Miss Tanya. Miss Tanya. My bad. Love Cat in the building. Miss Marie Howard. Rakita. Okay. Shout out to everybody that's coming through. Y'all know, as per usual, I give my little disclaimer. If you would like to bless me monetarily, you can cash at me $Lupac2. You can also buy me a coffee. Shout out to all my coffee people over there on that app. You can also support me by getting a super chat or a super sticker. Y'all know I always set a little goal of 15. It ain't much, it ain't mandatory, but it is greatly appreciated because it contributes to the revenue of this particular live stream. Period. You can also support me by getting a membership. Shout out to all my members that's over there in the green team holding it down. I'm gonna continue to give y'all the exclusive because y'all don't have to do that. I know I don't go live often in members only. It's hard trying to balance everything, y'all. But I am trying to figure something out to pick it up. I want to do a game night. I want to do a little talent show. But somebody asked me about the talent show about 2 weeks ago. So I want to put that together too. Just let me know. Matter of fact, when I do my next members live, because I got something for y'all. I just ain't had time to decide when I want to do it, but I do have something for y'all. It's some police-ish. So I'm gonna bring that over there whenever I can do that live, child. But just let me know. We'll talk about what y'all want to bring the members only. I'll let y'all decide what we do over there. But anyways, make sure y'all watching them ads, y'all. Please watch those ads. Please hit the like button. Y'all know that's like major. Okay. Run them likes up and hype me up if y'all see the button. I know everybody don't know, I ain't familiar with the hype button, but it's something new. Well, not too new, but it's new to me that YouTube is doing. So if you see it, hype your girl up because that pushes me even further in the algorithm. Period. We need more people in the family now. We gotta keep growing this channel, baby. Thank you, Miss Melody. You say my grandbaby is here with me. My son said, "What is your granny doing?" She said, "Granny on the phone with Tupac." Not on the phone with Tupac. Listen, it won't be the first. You won't be the first or the last. I done had so many people call me Tupac, y'all. Like, I don't know why, but you know what? And that's actually where my name came from because I got that name off of Facebook. Like, people that know me in my area, they started calling me that years ago. That's how I got the nickname Lupac. So, it actually came from Tupac because of how I used to dress, like with the bandana. Like, I always had my hair down, wear my little 1-2 bandana. It just gave the whole Tupac look, and then, the stuff I would, write on social media, like kind of poetic, So yeah, that's where that nickname came from, child. But plenty of people didn't say Tupac and not Lupac, which I don't get offended. I love me some Tupac. So period. But anyways, let's get into it, y'all, because it's a lot. Like I told y'all, I done found so many receipts of this girl saying she got her tubes removed. Just for us to hear. Matter of fact, shout out to my source that sent me the clips because I think she posted it on TikTok. I don't know if she posted it on her other platforms, that she was getting a hysterectomy. But at first I was like, well, you can remove your tubes and still didn't get a hysterectomy. But come to find out, shout out to the nurse in the back because she's the one who basically spilled the tea and let us know that the tubes were very much still intact, baby. So I said, well, I be damned. This girl lie like a rug, child. And that's a major lie, y'all. Because if she's saying it all over social media, she had no reason to lie about that. That's the point that I'm trying to make. Like, she had absolutely no reason to lie about getting her tubes removed to her supporters. Why? Why lie about something like that? If whether you remove them or not, that's your prerogative. But it just shows she's very intentional with her lies. And that's crazy to me. That is crazy. Hey, Miss Nina, thank you for the soup. I appreciate you, my love. You say just because you deserve it, you work hard to bring us the tea. Thank you. I appreciate you. All right, y'all. Let's get into the tea, okay? Because like I said, I had to go find all of these receipts. And it took me all day once I woke up from that nap, child. Okay. All right, y'all. So what we're gonna do is we're going to start off and let me tell y'all this too, because I'm still working on that series also in between time. But I'm gonna play the audios, but I'm gonna drop the visuals in a video once I get off this live. That way y'all can see her telling the lies. Y'all won't just hear it, y'all actually see how she tell a lie with a straight face, baby. So once I get off of here, I'll drop the video also. All right, let me see. Hold on. Okay. All right. So the ones I'm about to play first is her at the. I wonder if I should start with the other ones. No, we're gonna start with the ones from today. What's up, Kim Kobe? So we're gonna start off with the live that she dropped last night. You know, basically not last night, y'all. Whenever she dropped it, I think it was this morning or yesterday morning, one of the two, where she was at, doing her pre-op and stuff like that, and talking to the nurse about the hysterectomy, getting everything prepped and ready to go. What's up, Antonio? Is she having a hysterectomy? If so, she's very young for that. That's what she having. Her intentions are to seek the most attention. Child, it's the unnecessary lies for me though. Like, why? Why did she lie about that? I just don't get it. That was so unnecessary because she didn't even have to tell nobody if she even got her tube side clip removed, burned. She didn't have to let nobody know that if she didn't want to. So why lie and say you removed them when you didn't? Oh, I don't want no more kids, so I didn't remove them tubes, child. Girl, y'all just listen to this. How many times she done told a lie is crazy. But we're gonna start off with the doctor's visit from yesterday or today about the hysterectomy. And once it start playing, I need just one person to let off a couple. Let me know if it's loud enough because I want y'all to be able to hear the background of what the nurse is saying clearly. If not, I can louden the volume on the video. Hey, Miss E.
Hey y'all, I am at my pre-op appointment. It's getting.
Hold on, because it's low to me. Let me just raise it up.
Hey y'all, I am at my pre-op appointment. It's getting real. Getting real. And seeing everybody pregnant, it's like, do you really want to do this, girl? Yes. No more.
Y'all heard what she started off saying, huh? And seeing everybody pregnant, do you really want to do this, girl? And then she said, yes, no more. So that already is a big indicator that she can still conceive. Okay?
And I have to bring my two to remind me why I don't want no more. You can right there, but then we had.
And that's another thing too. Saying she brought the babies with her to her doctor's appointment to remind her that she didn't want anymore. Just say Johnell didn't want to babysit or something in the milk ain't clean. There's some issues, trouble in paradise, because who bring twin babies with them to a doctor's appointment? Like, that is, child, I wish I would bring a child with me to my doctor's appointments. And then gotta get checked down there and all of that, y'all. That's the crazy part. So I'm not believing that she brought them there as a reminder, because I mean they're your kids. They with you. You would think because you already got 6 and you ain't with none of the baby daddies. Well, barely with the third baby daddy, because they break up every 5 to 7 business days. You would think that that alone would say enough to say, oh, I don't want no more cheering. That should be enough right there. Okay. I can't believe she was even considering having another. And y'all, now that I think about it, I wouldn't be surprised if she had a pregnancy scare again. And that's why she's trying to hurry up and get that hysterectomy done. I wouldn't be surprised, y'all, because think about it. If she's been lying to the internet all this time, saying that she had her tubes removed, then come on now. Make it make sense. We already know she don't like to be on that birth control. So that's interesting.
Bring you so I can be a reminder for me not to change my mind. Yeah. And mommy, you can't change your mind. You had 2 months.
It did. Shout out to Trini. She said, but on the gender card from the hospital, it said tubal ligation, and that can be reversed now. A hysterectomy is definite. It did say that because I found that whenever I was looking for these receipts. So I'm thinking that she probably told them she wanted it, but changed her mind at the hospital. That's what I'm thinking because they'll do it all in one day. They'll do your cesarean and they'll do your tubal also. So I'm thinking that she probably changed her mind at the hospital and that's why she didn't get it done. That's the only logical explanation because she still got her tube. So she changed her mind clearly, but never told the internet that, whatever.
Yeah, so it's getting ready, guys. So we're gonna let you guys get what the doctor said. And yeah, I'm scheduled to get a partial hysterectomy soon. Okay, you guys, so I am.
Ain't no way, y'all. I'm just looking at her pushing the babies in a double stroller through the hospital, through her doctor's. Imagine bringing one baby, not a toddler, but a baby, to a doctor's appointment, let alone 2, and then lying and saying you brought him as a reminder so you don't change your mind. Girl. But you want to be the face of the single mom network and talking about, I can relate. Yeah, because you're going through the same thing as those same women because you're struggling. You don't have no support. You don't have no support, y'all. I'm really convinced Johnell keep them babies when he want to keep them, not when she need him to keep them. That's what I'm starting to think because ain't no way I'd have been in that doctor's appointment getting ready for surgery with 2 twin infants. Ain't no way in hell.
Now, just got my blood pressure. It's 117/79, which is perfect. And yeah, I'm just waiting for the doctor to come in to fix my surgery. They have a new device thing where it's AI and they just do a voice recording of the appointment so that they don't miss anything and it translates and goes into a written file. So I had to sign up on that as well. So here we go. Why are you kicking? No. Stop. Jesse, I'm not playing with you, boy. Stop it. Yeah. Yeah. We're not gonna do that crying. We're not gonna do that crying. We're not gonna do that crying because mommy said so. We're not gonna do that crying. We're not gonna do that crying. We're not gonna do that crying. We're not gonna do that crying because mommy said so. Okay? It ain't funny. 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 Yeah. You mad? Why you don't kick now, honey? Why you don't kick now? He out and you ain't kicking now. Little meanie patini. Yeah. Why you ain't kicking now, Jesse?
Let me raise the volume on the second clip.
Yeah.
You said that's how you know she lying. They would not schedule her for no surgery, and she has 2 infants with her and no one to drive her home. No, Love Cat, she's doing pre-op. She's not having the surgery right then and there. She's getting prepared for it. So let me clear that up, y'all. This is not the actual surgery date. She's just getting done. You know how you have to go in for pre-op, do blood work, do your paperwork and all of that. That's what she's doing. That's what she did in that video. She wasn't going in for surgery with the 2 babies. That's why I say I wouldn't have brought them to the appointment either, because she had to do blood work. She had to do a vaginal exam. She had to do just different stuff, like stuff you wouldn't want to bring your baby to if you ain't had, unless you had absolutely no choice. I personally feel like Johnell didn't keep the kids, and that's what it was. Because I don't know nobody that would bring their one baby, let alone two, to that type of appointment. That's crazy to me. So I think he just wasn't available. Okay.
Five. Okay, what a journey to get here.
I know. Oh my gosh.
So, for you, weird schedule.
Y'all pay attention to that nurse in the back. Hopefully it's loud enough for y'all to hear. I did put the volume all the way up, but pay close attention to what that nurse is saying, because she gonna spill the tea. We got 361 in here. Make sure y'all hit the like button for Pop. And if y'all can, support my little goal. Support my little super chat goal, child. Thank y'all.
To take this uterus out along with your tubes, right?
Y'all heard that? We're here to take your uterus out along with your tubes. So yeah, that's the lie right there. Yo, but we're gonna clock it with the other receipts from in the past where she said her tubes were already removed. Okay, let me back it up.
For you, we are scheduled to take this uterus out along with your tubes, right?
Partial.
Yes, which means leave your ovaries.
Okay.
But take out your uterus and your fallopian tubes. In our world, that's not partial.
Okay.
So it's really your whole uterus, but it's just not extra.
Okay.
So we're not, because you're too young to take out your ovaries, because that would make you menopausal. This is going to make it so that you still feel like you're having your cycle every month, but you will not actually be able to ever bleed again, or be able to do this anymore.
Yes,
right?
hallelujah. That's why I brought them for a reminder.
No, you ain't had no sitter. For the one who said that she was too young to do a hysterectomy, the nurse just explained it. Basically, she's not removing her ovaries, y'all. So she's still gonna, have like her emotions and her hormones and stuff like that. If she would have removed her ovaries, which the nurse said she's too young to do that because it'll make her menopausal. So her ovaries will still be intact, but she is removing her uterus and her fallopian tubes. Okay. So yeah, the tubes that she said was already gone from when she had the twins. Okay, period. Like I said earlier, he must have got her in a lie. And there was a pregnancy scare. She doesn't want to do birth control. Exactly. Because from what I'm hearing and what she said multiple times, y'all, is that she has really, really heavy periods, right? And the birth control is the only thing that kind of calms the period, the cycle. So she don't like to be on birth control. That's one thing I've learned about her, because she said that multiple times, how she stopped her birth control even without letting the male partner know, which is crazy because then comes a baby. But all of that's gonna come later in these clips that I lined up for y'all. Okay, it's gonna be everything gonna make everything make sense. Y'all know how I give it up with these receipts, child. But hasn't filmed the twins at the pediatrician's office for checkups, or did I miss that? You know what, Rico? Since I only seen one video, I only seen their 6-week checkup, and that was it. That was it. Like, or was it the first month? One of the two. But I did see her bring them to the doctor one time. I have their receipt. Other than that, it was no more visits after that. Now, we could say that maybe she just didn't film it, or maybe she didn't post it. So who's to say? Because she did make a post the other day saying that she's going to be posting her, twin journey, the things that she didn't post later on. So we'll see what happens, child. We'll see what happens. But yeah, it's given that Johnell done got that car now, and he's not stuck in the house where he has no choice but to babysit his children, and he on the loose. He's doing his bachelor thing. That's what it's given.
Yeah, like that. That's changed my vibes.
Hey, Lakeith.
So what I want to do now is I'm going to walk you through, and what we're going to do is we have to put a manipulator in your vagina just like we would for a regular exam. Okay, so that manipulator moves your uterus from side to side so I can see where all the blood vessels are. Then I'm going to make a small incision in your belly button. It's going to be about this big. Through that incision, I'm going to fill up your belly with gas. And then I'm going to put instruments through that pain incision that takes out your uterus and I pull everything out vaginally. I'm going to stitches to the top of your vagina. Risk of this surgery are bleeding just because we have any instrument and damage to any of the surrounding organs that will require additional repair. That would be if there's any damage to your bowel or any damage to your bladder or anything like that. Fail safe, I make sure that everything has been looked at over before we take any instruments out, and I do put a camera inside of your bladder afterwards to be sure that the bladder as well as the tubes that go from your kidneys downstairs during the surgery. If as much gap out of the as we possibly can.
Okay, that's it for that clip. I got another one though. Imagine you being in a doctor's office and your nurse trying to explain to you everything that's going to happen during your surgery, and you got 2 Holland babies in there with you. Talking about I brought them as a reminder so I don't change my mind. Oh my God. Like, make it make sense, child. And hey to everybody that's coming in. I don't want y'all to think I'm ignoring y'all because I'm not. A collective hey to everybody that's coming in. Thank y'all for the support. Thank y'all for the view. Thank y'all for the super chats. I appreciate all of you guys to the fullest. Y'all know I love y'all. But I don't want to keep stopping and saying, hey, it's enough I stop and give commentary because I have to. But I did just say that, keeping it intelligent. She's not removing her ovaries, so she still have hormones, and the only thing she won't have is her period, and she can't get pregnant anymore, y'all. But she'll still have her eggs if she wanna, get a surrogate. But child, anyways, we know she ain't doing that. That costs a lot of money.
Okay, because I was so scared. Everybody kept telling me we're gonna go through my C-section scar, and I was like, no, please.
Can I touch it off?
Okay.
And that's in worst case scenario that we run into any problems.
Mm-hmm.
That's worst case scenario that if your uterus is having a hard time coming out. That, but it is very rare. Sorry.
Yeah.
Here you go. I know. Here, I'm gonna hold you so you can see mommy. How about that?
The doctor can't even explain. Y'all, the doctor had to hold one of her babies just so she can finish talking. Y'all heard that when she said, I'm going to hold you so you can see mommy. That is crazy. Like, he's sad for that. I really believe he just didn't keep them babies for y'all. I mean, for her. I think something going on, y'all. I really think something going on. And like I said, this was so sporadic, so all of a sudden-ish. I feel like she might have had another pregnancy scare. She might have had another scare. And yeah, this is the result of that. Like, you better go do something because we ain't doing this again. That will be 7 Sharon, baby. The fact that she even considered it is crazy. Like, girl, you're not even married. And you could say, oh, everybody don't have to be married all you want. But at the end of the day, realistically, when you got that many kids, especially if you're not rich, you need to have a 2-parent household and not one that's rocky and y'all always breaking up, because this wide nostril Ninja Turtle is on the loose now. Like, shut up, Pop. Thank you, Terry, bro. 10 super chats to go. Thank you, my love. I appreciate you. Y'all showing out. Shout out to y'all. Period.
Here, see everybody.
Okay.
All right, so we are going so just in your belly button,
Mm-hmm.
and if we have to do a C-section scar, that's a worst case.
Okay.
All right, so we are going so just in your belly button,
Mm-hmm.
and if we have to do a C-section scar, that's a worst case scenario. That
Okay.
only if we run into issues like we are bleeding heavily and save your life kind of thing. But I don't anticipate any of those things happening.
Okay.
It's super rare that we have to do that.
Okay.
Okay.
And then no holding them, picking them up
For the first 2 weeks.
for the first 2 weeks. Okay.
Yeah, they're light.
Yeah.
So you should be okay.
Okay.
Picking them up out of the crib, which is the biggest
Mhm.
issue. But
Okay.
the only thing is that we do take it out vaginally and put stitches at the top of your vagina.
Mm-hmm.
So you may have a little bit of spotting at first,
Mm-hmm.
because whenever your stitches are healing, we can't put a Band-Aid in there,
Right.
right? So you can have some spotting after after that. But
Okay.
that's all you'll have.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay. Whew, glad this is over.
I know one thing. She better get somebody there with her because that's crazy, y'all. She gonna need some support after that surgery. I remember when my mom had her hysterectomy done. Like she's gonna need some support because she has small kids, and you're not supposed to pick up on them. Like, and those babies are spoiled. So Johnell better do his big one, and I don't see that happening because he's really not a good support system from what we can see. Like, and I think that's her biggest concern because she mentioned it. That's the first thing. That's what you worried about, whether you'll be able to pick up your babies or not. And you about to have a, kind of major surgery. Like that told me, because y'all know I think logical, that told me that she is because she always have those babies and he's not dependable. Like he ain't. He posts them cheering every blue moon. Don't let it fool you. Just because you see him post them look like once a week. It's a whole lot. It's 7 days in a week. Okay. So I'm gonna just say that. It ain't giving what he wanted to give. Thank you, Lakey, my love. You say that girl is having a partial hysterectomy and is due to complications with her girl parts, period, cysts, or something, etc. Yeah, she did say, y'all, and she's been saying this for years, that she has really, really heavy periods. And that will cause you to get a hysterectomy. That's literally why my mom got it, my aunt got it. Like, I know a lot of females that get that hysterectomy done because of their cycle. So I can believe that part. I can believe that part because just the factors of her considering having another child showed me that she really didn't want to do a hysterectomy. She would much rather deal with those very heavy cycles and still be able to produce another child, which is crazy because to me, in her situation, I would say 6 is enough. I would have said 4 was enough, but hey, you can't pick for nobody based on her circumstances. But hey, it is what it is. But yeah, 7 babies, girl. Is you crazy? Is you without a husband at least? At least one of the fathers. Because Janelle already proven that he ain't marrying nobody. Like that child. Anyways. All right, let's play this one. She's out of the doctor's office now. Oh, my bad, y'all. I should have played this clip first because this the one where she was walking into the doctor's office. My bad, they out of order, but we still gonna play it.
This will conclude my pre-op day from the doctor office to the hospital. Whoa, child, today has been a day. I'm so ready to get this over with. So ready. I'm so glad I brought them with me because they reminded me why I needed to do this. Okay. No change in my mind. Maybe I might want one more. I might want one more. No. Thank y'all for coming. Thank y'all for coming. I'm so appreciative for this moment. It forever will live in my heart. No. Yep. You guys, so I officially did the blood work, signed paperwork, and done. Just all that good stuff.
Well, that's the end of that clip, y'all. We about to get into the older clips now, where she's literally saying she had her tubes removed. Okay, shout out to Lakeith for that comment. She said, "I didn't want no more kids. I told my doctor take it out. Laugh aloud." She said she couldn't do that unless I had medical issues down there. Yeah, y'all. For the ones that's asking, you have to have some type of, female issues, medical issues. For one, if you want your insurance to pay for it. I don't think she paying for that surgery out of pocket because that's expensive. Okay, one. So yeah, you got to have some type of issue and heavy periods, heavy cycles. If you prone to cysts, all that good stuff. you know that's you'll be a good candidate for a hysterectomy or a partial at least, whatever. But um I guess it's easier for them to do it or get it approved if they're not removing their ovaries too, because I did hear the doctor say that she's too young to take her ovaries out because then she'll be menopause. So, but also for the ones that's coming in late and said, I thought she had her tubes removed. She lied, y'all. She lied, as y'all can see in the caption. She lied about that. We about to get into it. You're gonna have to, if you just coming in, you're gonna have to start from the beginning to hear the videos that she posted yesterday or today, from going into pre-op to get a hysterectomy done and removing her uterus and her tubes. But the clips I'm about to play now are from when she was pregnant. Well, no, not from when she was pregnant, but from when, right after she had the babies, right after she had the twins. All of these clips are from right after she had the twins in different live streams where she's told different supporters that she's had her tubes removed. Okay, that's to clock the lie. All right, let me louden it up. This is the first one where she did a live. She was holding one of the twins, doing skin to skin. This one where she's still in the hospital, y'all.
Yeah, they can go same day. Well, I had C-section and I also had surgery, so I'm not in the rush to go home. This is my first C-section. My left leg is still numb from the medication, so when I try to walk, it like gives out. So I'm not in a rush to go home. And then I had my tubes removed. Removed, not tied.
She lies so much. Oh my God. Like, and you know what's crazy? Body language. When she said that, she looked away from the camera. Like she turned her head to the side when she said, I had my tubes removed. Removed, not cut. You didn't take them out at all. So imagine that, y'all. She lied so many times telling people that. That is crazy to me. And that's why I said after I get off this live, I'm going to drop all of these clips so y'all can see her face while she's telling the lie. Like, it's so easy to her. Let's finish this one.
So I'm gonna be here extra couple of days.
All right, that's clip number one. Now let's go to the second one with another one. All of these clips are supporters asking her about, her process. And she's telling them all pretty much the same thing.
I decided to go ahead and do it. Then I was like, I want to do the C-section so I can get my tubes removed. I didn't want to come back twice. I didn't get them tied. I got them cut out of me. And then I kept both of their placentas. I'm trying to see what I'm gonna do with it.
That's the second clip. Now we on to the third. Like I said, y'all, these are all different instances where she lied and said her tubes were removed. Okay, it's the third one.
My first C-section. My first C-section and mom's ain't playing. No more babies. I was not playing. Get these tubes out of me. I'm good.
Notice how she said the supporter said, "Oh, you ain't playing." She said, I ain't playing. No more babies. Get these tubes out of me." So clearly you was, because, and this is what makes me feel like Johnell didn't know either, y'all. He probably thought everything was safe and clear. And I really believe they probably had a pregnancy scare. Because if you lying to the internet about this, why wouldn't you lie to your man about it as well? Like, it's not like this is a lie that made her some money. So it was unnecessary. So that's what made me feel like Johnell probably didn't know either. And he probably was raw dogging it per usual. And they probably had a scare. And that's why she probably was in a rush to hurry up. Because notice her excuse is, oh, I'm getting this hysterectomy because I don't want, no more babies. She ain't saying the period situation. She's saying, I don't want no more kids. So yeah, which you can get your tubes removed to prevent that. So it's more to it than just that.
This was the worst pregnancy ever. So much pain, back pain. I was having real pain. My ribs was hurting real bad. I was trying to decide if I wanted to bury them because I heard that.
Number 4. On to the fourth clip of her line.
If you Christian devotion. Thank you. Change your tube side. Nope, got them cut out and removed. They somewhere in the hospital trash. The hospital trash.
They somewhere in the hospital trash, y'all. But that lie so good. No, they still in you, baby. Still in you was ready to produce baby number 7. Talk about I got them removed. They somewhere in the hospital trash. Okay.
Wherever they send them organs, that's where they at.
Wow.
No, that's the
What number we on, y'all? Number 6? Was that just number 5, I think? Because we're on to the next clip now. This might be number 6.
I'm paying my cash app because they asked me for my cash app, Bookie. I didn't pay my cash app because I was big.
Oh, this not even child. I wasn't supposed to put this clip in here. But anyways, so don't count that one, y'all. All right, this the next one. Make it louder.
The pain right now after the C-section and my tubes being removed is definitely a feeling. I haven't really felt the pain.
So that means that she was lying about her pain also, because she said the pain right now of having my cesarean and my tubes being removed is definitely a feeling. First of all, while you're still in the hospital, I promise you ain't feeling nothing. Okay, I had 3 cesareans. All 3 of my kids were cesareans. And maybe I got a high tolerance of pain too, because damn near my whole body is tatted up. So, but yeah, I could say that truthfully, that while you're still in the hospital, you ain't feeling no pain, baby. You ain't feeling nothing because they doping you up. Okay, they doping you up. So even with her saying that, imagine if she did have a hysterectomy, they probably would have been giving her morphine, because that's one of those surgeries where they give you, that juice. So why would you say that your pain is definitely a feeling? Like, you even made up in your head that you was experiencing pain from your tubes being, your tubes being removed, and you didn't even remove them. So that I be feeling like I'm dumb when I talk about. Ain't no way, y'all. Like, this is some next level delusion type of it. The fact that she came up with a whole story about pain and she didn't even do that surgery is crazy. Oh Lord, let me back it up. But they still over there caping for this one that will lie like a rug.
The pain right now after the C-section and my tubes being removed is definitely a feeling. I haven't really felt the pain 100% yet because I've been trying to stay on top of it. Pain management, stay ahead of it, so I don't really be hurting. But yeah.
You ain't hurting at all. All right. So now this clip right here, she's out of the hospital, but it's still early. This clip was done once she made 6 weeks post-op, right? So that, the babies was still newborn babies or whatever. So this is 6 weeks. She made this live stream for her 6-week checkup, y'all. A 6-week checkup. So y'all listen to this.
And
let me loud it up. Hold on.
And I don't have periods with it, and I love that for me. And then I love the little weight gain that comes with me being on depot too.
Now, mind you, she's talking about birth control. Oh my God, this is why you don't lie like this. She's talking about the benefits of birth control. The same thing that she complains about when she want to have a baby with a ninja, how she start talking about the cons, how she do that, the cancer and all that other stuff, gaining weight and your hair falling out. She starts saying all of those things when she wants a baby with a man. But right here, she's talking about how, oh, I love the little weight gain with the depot and I know barely any periods. Okay, go back.
And I don't have periods with it, and I love that for me. And then I love the little weight gain that comes with me being on depot too. But then sometimes you get too big. You talking too fast. Cause baby, looking back at that video, I said my answers were answered. I mean my questions were answered. So yeah, I guess I'll just see what happens when that day comes and decide from there. So yeah, all the moms that always wanted to know, like, if you had a C-section, you got your tooth removed, can you still do birth control for heavy periods? The answer is yes. I got my answer. You can still get on birth control, even though you don't have any tubes for the eggs to travel down. And of course, later on, if you decide that you want to have babies with whoever you're with, you still have your eggs. So you just have to do IVF, or you would have to get a surrogate and let them carry the baby for you, which I'm cool with that, because baby, I don't need no more babies coming out of this body. So if I ever get married and my husband want a kid, baby, go ahead and get these eggs up out of me, go ahead and get what you need to get up out of you, and let's go ahead and get a surrogate and call it a day. And
why is you even talking about that? Mind you, she was only 6 weeks, out of the hospital. And she was already talking about a whole surrogate, y'all. But it's just the fact that she was lying to them supporters like that. Not to us, because we already know what time it is. But this is to her supporters. Like, this girl was lying about having her tubes removed and, just going through a whole, imagine the conversation you have to make up to even go along with you having your tubes removed, like she just did. She made up a whole scenario. Like, oh, we can get a surrogate. I'll still have my ovaries. And when she had her tubes the whole time, she even went as far as telling a supporter, oh, you can still get on birth control. You can still be on the depot if, your tubes are gone, even though you don't have an egg for it to fall down through the tube. What? Like, what? Yeah, you can still get on birth control, to manage your periods, but you of course you won't get pregnant if you don't have no tubes, but it's just the fact that she made that story up for me. All right, let me finish this clip.
please remember that there's never a dumb question. Never a dumb question when it comes to your health or in life in general. A lot of people like to make you feel dumb for asking questions, but if you don't know, you don't know, and you need to know. Especially if it's something important and you need to know and you want to learn something, always ask the question. It's never a dumb question because you just don't know. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with growing and learning and asking questions. The same way we tell our children to ask questions so that you know, instead of trying to assume and Google everything. One thing I've learned in this pregnancy journey with the twins is to never Google anything. Googling will make you feel like you're gonna die. So I don't Google. I just ask the doctor.
I don't believe that, but anyways. So this is another clip, y'all. And wait, hold on. I thought I seen my boots in here. Let me go up. You said, "Hey, Pop, how this line heifer tell everybody she got her tubes removed with the babies, but now she's having a hysterectomy." I can't stand this girl. And the crazy part is she didn't say it once, but as you can see, she said it at least 7 or 10 times. Probably more than that. This the only clips that I found in my receipts, but that is crazy, y'all. Like, she be lying for fun, for absolutely no reason. Like I said, it says a lot about her character, period. Because if you lying to your supporters when you don't have to, because you didn't even have, like I said, she didn't even have to tell her supporters that she wanted to get her tubes removed. That's a conversation she could have kept off the internet. It's not like it's a money bag type of conversation. So why even go as far as to tell them, but also lie to them when you could have just not said anything? That's crazy to me. I don't get that because I'm like this. Like I tell y'all all the time, and when I tell my kids and how I raise my kids, the always go to the truth first. If you gotta tell a lie, it better be a situation where it can save your life. That's how I raise my kids. I don't know about anybody else, but I'm that type of person. Like always go to the truth first because the truth will set you free more often than not, and you just don't know it because you're scared of, like, especially when it comes to kids. They tell lies when they're scared. So you as a parent have to let them know that it's okay to go to the truth. And I even, I warn them sometimes, even though they did bad, but they was honest. So I want them to know that they can always tell me the truth and they don't have to lie to me about stuff. But child, like I said, this speaks volumes about her upbringing because that girl lied a lot. And it's unnecessary lies too. Like, why? It makes you ask that question. So this video this next clip, y'all, is this clip was probably about 3 months ago, maybe. This one had to be about 3 months ago. Let's hear her lie again.
Nah, baby, that ain't gonna happen. Did you get a hysterectomy? No, I got my tooth cut and removed out.
That was it for that one. It was short and straight to the point. Somebody asked if she had a hysterectomy. She said, "Nope, I got my tubes cut and removed out," which was a lie. which was a lie, child. Let me go down in these comments. Hold on, y'all. Let me catch up. Hey to everybody that's coming in. A collective hey to everybody. Shout out to y'all. Please hit the like button for Pop. I think we got 9 left on my goal. If y'all want to support my little goal, y'all can. Clear your girl out for the week because I ain't reached the goal. Shout out to Miss Nina for letting me know that. Let me see. Hold on. But like I said, collective hate to everybody coming in. If you just get in, you might have to catch the replay. Because we did play the receipts from that she dropped today about her getting her hysterectomy, y'all. And I was wondering why she kept having, dialogues about that. Like she kept asking her supporters and what they think about a hysterectomy and who had a hysterectomy done. I'm going to try to find that post because it was a post that she made. Oh, matter of fact, hold on, y'all. I think I got it. I think I found it for this live stream. Let me get to the bottom of these comments first. Thank you, Mom. She said, "Pac, we need to put a petition out to have her committed." Listen, poor child. Listen, Linda. Oh Lord, she be lying for fun, and that's what makes it worse is she's an influencer. She has a following. That's what make it worse, y'all. This ain't just a regular person, okay? This somebody with millions of followers that tells lies for fun. That ain't good. All right, hold on, y'all. Let me pull this up because I think I did find those old receipts where she had made a post about it. Let's see. Hold on. She said section contractions and okay. Hold on. I could have sworn I saved it. Where is it? Hold on, y'all. Recent. I thought I saved it. Let me see. I know where it's at. Hold on. I know where it's at to go get it though. Give me a second. Okay. So this post was made. Let's see. Hold on, y'all. Not it. This post was made back in June. No, it was before June. Okay. And shout out to Voice and Value because she caught it early. Voice and Value caught, if y'all remember, Voice and Value made a post uh a while back. And she was like, basically explaining, because I think we was talking about it on the live or something like that. And she was saying on her post, she said, quick question. Didn't a certain content creator say she requested and was granted a complete fallopian tube removal, salpingectomy after giving birth to twins? That was Voice and Values post, y'all. And this was before this whole situation right here, right? So, let's see. Somebody say, "Wow, see, it's possible." The post was Laonya made a post on June 8th, and she said, "How is this possible?" It was a girl that was on TikTok saying that she got pregnant in her tubes, right? So Laonya shared the TikTok and said, "How is this possible? She is 34 weeks pregnant and had her tubes removed. This is insane." Oh no, the girl said she had her tubes removed. But I'm thinking she might have mistook having her tubes removed for having them clipped or, tied clipped or something like that, because I've never heard of anybody getting pregnant with their tubes removed completely. Now, I ain't saying it ain't possible for the ones in the back that like to say, "Oh, I know somebody." I'm saying I've never heard of that. So y'all can let me know if y'all have. But Laonya shared that and said, "How is this possible? She is 34 weeks pregnant and had her tubes removed. This is insane," right? But the thing is, she shared that post, but you didn't have your tubes removed at all, ma'am. So you definitely didn't have that problem. You would have got pregnant through your tubes because you still had them, but was lying and telling everybody you had them removed. So imagine somebody being concerned about getting pregnant in their tubes or with their tubes removed, and they still got their tubes. So you got fake concern too, fake outrage to your supporters behind something that you lied to them about and didn't even do for real. So, um, hold on, let me see. So somebody in the comments said, "Wow, I see it's possible, Bree." And then Bree commented and said, "Girl, it's so many women saying it. Laugh out loud. Need to remove everything ASAP." And then another girl say, "Right, because baby, if I get my tubes tied and still get pregnant when I'm not supposed to, there's a problem." Okay, and then another lady say, "Definitely can. Did you get them burn clip too?" So then Laonya says, "Girl, I'ma run and get me a hysterectomy." No, you gonna run, get a hysterectomy, and get your tubes removed, according to your doctor. It's the plan alone for me. Like, she really carried this lie, y'all. It kind of reminds me of the DV lie that she carried also. Wouldn't y'all say? She knows how to carry a lie, baby. Oh yeah. She know how to carry the lie. That is crazy. That is crazy. But one thing about God, he gonna expose. He's gonna expose in different ways, which she's exposing herself, if you ask me. She's constantly exposing her own self. But that's what happens when being deceptive goes wrong and you can't remember the lies that you told. Because I guarantee y'all, she probably forgot that she told the world she got her tubes removed, knowing she was lying. She probably forgot, because why else would she post a video and literally of the doctor saying, so you're removing your tubes and your uterus, right?" Or telling her that's what they gonna remove. Thank you, Terry, bro. You say 7 super chats to go. Thank y'all. Y'all showing out for pop. I love y'all. Shout out to y'all. Period. So let me take these earphones off. I feel like I be screaming at y'all. I just don't get it. How y'all feeling? Like, I mean, it's nothing new. She lied so much. I would go over that other police record, but I'm gonna save that for my live tomorrow, y'all, because y'all know, like, it ain't too much going on, baby. So we gotta spread this content out. So I'm gonna save that one for a whole, because that's a whole nother conversation right there. That's a whole nother conversation. I think got a hold to a whole police report from March of 2022, baby. Wait till y'all hear about that. Wait till y'all hear about that. The lie she told on that day to the 911 people. Okay. All right. Let me see what y'all talk about in these comments. That's when the pregnancy scare happened. I think so too, y'all. Like, I feel like she probably had a pregnancy scare And that's why she hurried up and ran to go get her hysterectomy. And I also feel like she probably lied to Johnell and told him that she couldn't get pregnant because she got her tubes removed. I think she told him the same lie she told us. Because one thing we know about her is she'll keep a secret from these men, but tell the internet something completely different. If y'all remember when she was on that live that day, now this is when she was with RH. And um she basically told the internet that she was pregnant with 5 or 6 pregnancy tests, right? She did like 5 or 6 pregnancy tests for baby Momo. And she hadn't even told RH yet. She was like, nah, I gotta figure out how I'm gonna tell my husband. I'm like, who the hell? That's when you know you need validation bad. Ain't no way in hell the internet gonna find out I'm pregnant before my husband does. Ain't no way. That to me showed that she had a plan in motion. Like she did that. She told the internet first because she knew she was being deceptive with the whole pregnancy with her husband in the first place. And she knew that the internet was his livelihood. So she wanted to come to the internet first. That way, the internet, if the internet start asking questions, like let's say RH was like, oh no, you need to get an abort, right? And she go to the internet and be like, oh, and they start saying, well, I thought you was pregnant and this and that. And then she starts saying, well, my husband made me get an abort. To me, that was a good setup. Like that's how that in my head, that's how she set that up like that for a reason, which is crazy. But she definitely told the internet before she told her husband that she was pregnant. Let me see. Shaquilla say you can get pregnant in your tubes. I know that because I know somebody who has. It's called an ectopic pregnancy, but you can't get pregnant if your tubes are removed. And that's why I said whoever video she shared from TikTok, maybe the girl was mistaken and she probably thought that or made a mistake and said that her tubes was removed instead of just clipped and tied and clipped or whatever. And that's how she got pregnant because I'm gonna have to Google it, but I've never heard of anybody getting pregnant with their tubes completely removed. I've heard of ectopic pregnancies and stuff like that. I even know a lady, close that got pregnant with her tubes clipped or whatever. So I don't know, child. Miss Judy say my employer denied coverage for hysterectomy unless it's life or DATH. So you get the endometrial ablation instead. Okay. Let me see. The longer she's off her meds, the worse she's gonna get. It started with them effing baby dolls she used to play with, nutty bitch. Y'all are crazy. Miss Lovely say now they don't grow back. Now they don't grow back. I had a C-section and tubal. It been 22 years now, and I didn't feel any extra pain. It felt like a normal C-section. Okay. Hey, Cancer 66, you said, did I hear you say LaOnya never got her tubes removed? You sure did. She was lying, y'all. To the ones that's just coming in, she was lying the whole time. And she told the lie multiple times. This just like how she told the internet that she divorced LaTrue. Yeah. She also told the internet that she had her tubes removed and they were never removed. Not only did she say they was removed, but she was specific. She was like, I didn't get them clipped. I got them removed. They in the hospital trash somewhere. Wherever they put the organs, that's where my tubes at. Poor child. Okay, y'all, hold on. Matter of fact, since we got some new people coming in, I'm going to run the clip that's from today. Let's run those back. The ones, that she talked to her doctor about her post-op, about her stuff for her hysterectomy. So we'll run. Hey, Maya. Let me see. Thank you, Tyrese. You say, I want to donate to the Love Pot again. Drop the link, please. Okay, that's going to go look on my community wall. I posted the link, I think, a day or two ago. So you're going to have to get it from there because that's only members only. So I don't post it in my regular lives. So yeah, go on my community wall and it's a members only post. You're going to see it, Tyrese. And thank you, my love. We'll soon be done with that too because we almost didn't reach the goal for that. So we'll soon be giving that thou wow away, y'all. All right, let me play this back. This is the clips for the ones that's coming in. The clips that I'm about to replay is from today or yesterday of her talking to her doctor because she's about to get a hysterectomy done. She's removing her uterus and her fallopian tubes. The same tubes that she told us after she had those twins were in the hospital trash somewhere. Okay? They were never removed. She was lying. So we're gonna run that back. Let's start with this one since I started with this one the last time. My earphones on. Oh shoot, why it ain't playing? Hold on, y'all. Lord, that's why my earphones ain't connected. My bad.
Today has been a day of pre-op, and this will conclude my pre-op day from the doctor's office to.
I'm playing it on the wrong one, y'all, because I wanted to play it louder. Hold up. Let me go to CapCut. Let's go to CapCut. All right. Let me go back. Let me start with the one was she walking first. So that's the first one. This one right here. And then we'll go back. All right. Hold up, y'all. Matter of fact, let me put this one in the front. All right. Here we go.
Pre-op. And this will conclude my pre-op day from the doctor's office to the hospital. Whoa, child, today has been a day. I'm so ready to get this over with. So ready. So ready. I'm so glad I brought them with me because they reminded me why I needed to do this. Okay. No change in my mind. No, maybe I might want one more. I might want one more. No. Thank y'all for coming. Thank y'all for coming. I'm so appreciative for this moment. It forever will live in my heart. You know. Yep. Yep. You guys, so I officially did the blood work, signed paperwork, and done. Just all that good stuff. Okay. The journey. Hey y'all, I am at my pre-op appointment. It's getting real. Getting real. And seeing everybody pregnant, it's like, do you really want to do this, Carol? Yes. No more. And I have to bring my two to remind me why I don't want no more. He did right there, but then we had to bring you so I can be a reminder for me not to change my mind. Yeah. And mommy, you can't change your mind. You had two more. Yeah, so it's getting real, you guys. I'm gonna let you guys get what the doctor said. And yeah, I'm scheduled to get a partial hysterectomy soon. Okay, you guys, so I am now just got my blood pressure at 117/79, which is perfect. And yeah, I'm just waiting for the doctor to come in and discuss my surgery. They have a new device thing where it's AI and they just do a voice recording of the appointment so that they don't miss anything, and it translates and goes into a written file. So I had to sign up on that as well. So here we go. Why are you kicking? No. Stop. Jesse, I'm not playing with you, boy. Stop it. Yeah, bing.
Well, that's how you know she forgot she lied. Shout out to Cindy for that comment. Cindy said, how you wanted one more with your tooth removed? So this is a prime example, y'all, of why I say when being deceptive goes wrong. She forgot she lied and said her tubes was removed because she's talking as if she wanted more kids, not as if it could be, she ain't speaking as if it could happen accidental. Peep that, y'all. Peep the wordplay. She's speaking as if, okay, I didn't do it because I possibly might have wanted another child. I probably didn't tell that to the man, okay? But yeah, child, this is a hot mess.
Yeah. We're not gonna do that crying. We're not gonna do that crying. We're not gonna do that crying, cause mommy says so. We're not gonna do that crying. We're not gonna do that crying. We're not gonna do that crying. We're not.
They ain't listening to that again. Hold on, y'all. Fast forward to the doctor.
Hello.
Bye. Okay, what a journey to get here.
I know. Oh my gosh.
So, for you, we are scheduled to take this uterus out along with your tubes, right?
Partial.
Yes, which means
Okay.
with your ovaries,
Okay.
but take out your uterus and your fallopian tubes. In our world, that's not partial.
Okay.
So,
That's for everybody who was wondering. And her supporters need to go ask her why she lied about this too. Because to me, this is a major lie that was unnecessary, but it was intentional. It was intentional, y'all, because she brought it up several times in different live streams where the supporters asked her about it. And she even made up stories to co-sign the lie. That's crazy to me. And like I said, it was unnecessary. So if you will lie about unnecessary things, you will lie about anything. It just shows how easy it is for her to lie in front of a bunch of people. But everybody heard the doctor say, "We're here because you're removing your your uterus and your fallopian tube." All right, let's back it up for the ones in the back.
take this uterus out along with your tubes, right?
Partial.
Yes, which means
Okay.
with your ovaries,
Okay.
but take out your uterus and your fallopian tubes. In our world, that's not partial.
Okay.
So it's really your whole uterus, but it's just not extra. So we're
Okay.
not, because you're too young to take out your ovaries, because
Okay.
that would make you menopausal. This is going to make it so that you still feel like you're having your cycle every month, but you will not actually be able to ever bleed again
Okay.
or be able to do this anymore.
Yes.
Right?
Hallelujah. That's why I brought them for a reminder.
Yeah, I just
Changed my vibes.
So what I want to do now is I'm going to walk you through, and what we're going to do is we have to put a manipulator in your vagina just like we would for a regular exam. Okay, so that manipulator moves your uterus from side to side so I can see where all the blood vessels are. Then I'm going to make a small incision in your belly button. It's going to be about this big. Through that incision, I'm going to fill up your belly with gas. And then I'm going to put instruments through that same incision that takes out your uterus and I pull everything out vaginally. I'm going to put some stitches at the top of your vagina. Risks of this surgery are bleeding, just because we have any instrument and damage to any of the surrounding organs that will require additional repair. That would be if there's any damage to your bowel or any damage to your bladder, or anything like that. Fail safe, I make sure that everything has been looked at over before we take any instruments out, and I do put a camera inside of your bladder afterwards to be sure that the bladder, as well as the tubes that go from your kidneys down, damaged during the surgery. Get as much gas out of it as you possibly can.
My thing is, who would even want another? Y'all, maybe it's just me, but ain't no way in hell I'm even considering another child. And I already have 6. The third baby daddy already saying he don't want to get married. Like, and they break up every, like I said, every 5 to 7 business days. Why would you even be considering? This tells me that she probably thought, well, okay, if I do get with another man after Johnell, he might want a baby, so I'm gonna leave those options open, but not considering the fact that you can get pregnant again with Johnell. So that thought process alone to me is ludicrous. Like, why would you even want a 7th child when she herself? Now, I really believe this girl do want to be married, y'all. I believe she wants to be married. Just the fact that she put a whole fake engagement stunt shows that she wants to be married. But Johnell doesn't. At least not to her. So I don't know. He might want to get married because he sure wanted to marry Chrissy. And that's a fact. You know, me and her talked about that personally. But yeah. So I don't know, child, but I couldn't even fathom having another child in that predicament. 6 kids, 7 kids, 3 baby daddies, possibly 4. No marriage. lost the husband because she was already married. At least when she had the truth, she was married. You know what I'm saying? Like if they decided to have another baby, that would have been different because that was her husband. But just somebody that's temporary, a boyfriend, a situationship, you can't even really call it a relationship because they break up too much. So I would say a situationship. That's crazy to me. It's no in hell I would have been thinking about another child. I would have had that birth control on that baby. Because if she actually, utilizing her birth control the way she should and not taking it out at any given moment, because birth control does stop, the heavy periods. And she said it herself. I played a clip where she said the birth control, stopped her cycle, right? So why not just stay on the birth control, especially if you like the little weight gain, because it don't look like she can keep weight on herself. So I don't see the birth control being an issue as far as her gaining too much weight. But why not just stay on that? So I don't know, child. I don't know. But that's crazy to me. Ain't no way in hell I would have even had a thought about a seventh child in that type of situation. Not to mention she's not stable. She's always moving. Like, shut up. Let me shut up.
Okay, because I was so scared. Everybody kept telling me we're gonna go through my C-section scar, and I was like, no, please.
Can I talk to you about?
Okay.
That's the worst case scenario that we run into any problem.
Mm-hmm.
That's worst case scenario that if your uterus is having a hard time coming out, that is very rare. Sorry.
Yeah.
Here you go. I know. Here, I'm gonna hold you so you can see mommy. How about that? Here we go. See, everybody.
Okay.
All right. So we are going just in your belly button, and if we have to do a C-section scar, that's our worst case.
Okay.
All right. So we are going just in your belly button, and if we have to do a C-section scar, that's our worst case scenario. That's only if we run into issues like we are bleeding heavily and save your life kind of thing. But I don't anticipate any of those things happening.
Okay.
It's super rare that we have to do that.
Okay.
Okay.
And then no holding them, picking them up
For the first 2 weeks.
for the first 2 months. Okay.
Yeah, they're light.
Yeah.
So you should be okay.
Okay.
Picking them up out of the crib, which is the biggest issue.
The fact that was her first concern. But technology then came a long way, y'all. The fact that they can literally go through your belly button with like their little laser scope or whatever and pull the uterus and whatever else through your vajayjay is crazy. That's so like minimally invasive. That's next level to me. Like the healing time probably is little to none. A couple weeks and that's it. Like technology really, really has advanced. Because you used to get your hysterectomy and have that big old stomach scar and child, yep, up and down scar or cross scar. Like I remember those days.
But the only thing is that we do take it out vaginally and put stitches at the top of your vagina. So you may have a little bit of spotting at first because whenever your stitches are healing, we can't put a Band-Aid in there.
Right.
Right. So you can have some spotting after that. But that's all you'll have.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, glad this is on me.
I'm still tripping off. Okay, that's it for the ones who just came in. That was the clips from today or yesterday where she was talking to her doctor, doing her post-op stuff to have her hysterectomy done to remove her uterus and her fallopian tube. Okay. But I'm still tripping off the fact that she brought them cheering to the doctor's appointment. Like, ain't no child. Even let's say you did let's give her the benefit of the doubt, y'all. Let's say she did bring the babies as a reminder so she don't change her mind, right? Why not just bring one? Why not leave the boy with Johnell and take the girl? That's why I feel like it's cap. That's why I feel like that ninja over there in the wind in that new car, baby. He in the wind. He probably at somebody's house. But honestly, I was telling Harmony, I feel like they're no longer together. I feel like they not together right now, y'all. Something happened. They not together, but they keeping it off the internet and they're just co-parenting because he wants to be in his baby's life. I will give him that. I will give him that he want to be in them cheering life, y'all. But I feel like they not together. They co-parenting, but they both, well, mainly her, because she the one who come to the internet with everything. But I feel like she keeping it under wraps because she don't want the backlash that she got last time she brought her stuff to the internet. Because she has no more room to cry wolf on the internet. Ain't no more, nobody else is sympathizing with her when it comes to a bruise or anything. Because people, she already didn't expose her hand. People already see how she give it up. She will stay in a toxic relationship. She contributes to the toxicity. So she is just as bad as the person she villainizes. That's crazy to me. And RH was smart because he got away from it. Before it escalated any further, because there were multiple police calls where she called the cops lying, saying he did this, he did that. And because he would record and do these different things, it kept him out of jail. Because we all know the police gonna arrest a black man. Period. Whether they innocent or guilty, they're going to arrest a black man. And the fact that she weaponizes the police against her man is crazy to me. Especially when you know it's not really giving it. Especially when you know you being deceptive or you just pissed off. The fact that she y'all, it's so hard to get over how dangerous she is. Thinking about that 911 call. The fact that this girl knew RH was recording her because she sees him recording her and she still lied and told 911, I can't, the lady say, can't, ma'am, can you get somewhere safe and talk? She said, I can't. He's following me and he has a GUN. The fact that she told that lie, knowing he was recording her, shows how dangerous she is. But I feel like there was nobody but God that, put that in motion for that lie to be on recording. Because it shows her character. It shows that she will lie about the most serious thing. A lot of times people will give the benefit of the doubt to a person based on the severity of a situation. Like, oh, I believe that lady because who would lie about a bruise? Or who would lie about great? People always give the benefit of the doubt first because it's so serious. But it's kind of like a 50-50 situation because motherfuckers do be lying about great and the bruise. That's the bad part. They done made it so bad to where you can't even really give the benefit of the doubt to people because they lie so bad. That's crazy to me. That is crazy. It used to be a time where people didn't lie about stuff like that because of the severity of it. But it's unfortunate that they do, y'all. Let me see what y'all talking about. Let's go up. Hey Dale, you say I know Tyrese. She needs to go sit down. Wait, sit somebody couch. Yep, I think she recorded because Dinosaur knows and her must be beefing and she needs him to hear it. She's sick and calculating. She's so immature, even at the doctor's appointment. It's the doctor having to hold a baby just to get through the appointment for me. Like, let me hold one of them. Now you can see mommy. That was crazy. Like I said, I can see one baby. Now I still can't see one because I ain't taking no small baby to no doctor's appointment. First of all, hospitals are nasty. I don't like hospitals, period. I bring my children when they have to go for their appointments. But the fact that you would bring some fairly small babies, 8-month-old babies, to your grown doctor's appointment and say, use the excuse that, oh, I brought them as a reminder. What? That's crazy. Like, as if they couldn't reminded you once you got back home. Them children still was gonna be there. It ain't like they was going away anywhere. She could have even had Johnell on FaceTime with the babies while she was at the doctor's appointment as a reminder. Like, come on now. 2 babies in the hospital with you is crazy. She doesn't clean, doesn't cook, she doesn't do ish, but put her legs in the air like you. Peaches is crazy. Let me go up. Hold on. Let me see. Talking about gifting men is her love language. No money is her manipulation towards men, except our age, because she was broke when she met him. What kind of insurance she got? Charity care. I don't know, y'all. Hey, Martha Blanca. She didn't even compliment the babies. You know, wait, you know they look like Booger Boy. How can she be able to go live in a hospital not violate the HIPAA? Oh, probably because it's her. She's recording. It's her video. You can't record other people, but you can get permission to vlog yourself. And if you notice, she didn't put the doctor on the camera. Also, matter of fact, too, with this video, y'all, you can't see nothing. Let me just put that out there. On those particular clips from today, or whenever it happened, today or yesterday, you can't see nothing. It's like a dark screen. So I'm thinking she had the phone down, but she just wanted her audience to hear what was being said. So yeah, she probably didn't get permission for that because you couldn't see her or the doctor. Couldn't see none of that. You can see when she was walking up, when she was vlogging while she was walking to the appointment, walking down the hall. But when she got in with the doctor, she put the phone down, but she was still recording. Um, Let me see. He is going to play more when she have this surgery. Lupac, she had to bring those babies. She knew the internet was going to ask where he was. That's probably why she gave that excuse. Oh, let me say that I brought him as a reminder, so I ain't gotta say Johnell didn't want to keep. Okay, or she couldn't find him because he's Mr. Disappearing Act. That has been stated multiple times as well that he will disappear quick, baby. He better be in their life. She's crazy. I ain't gonna say that. I ain't gonna say that, y'all. I don't like to repeat stuff like that or manifest that. Another GoFundMe on the horizon, y'all. Speaking of GoFundMe, shout out to you for that comment, Marie. Because I was thinking about this earlier, y'all. The GoFundMe, and y'all know with that GoFundMe, her bio on the GoFundMe was that us, the bloggers, was bullying her children. Mainly, she tried to, solidify getting money with the whole the bloggers are bullying my children, but she only put our names on it, a select few, right? Myself included. But y'all know I don't talk about her kids, especially not in a negative light either. I don't play about people cheering. I don't play about my own. I don't play about other people cheering. Pac love the babies, okay? But when I go on Johnell's page and I look in the comments and I see all of these nasty comments directed towards her twin, not one blogger in sight. That's crazy to me because all of those people are talking about your cheering. But you ain't got a whole lot to say about that. But we'll make up something and say the bloggers are doing it when people can literally listen for themselves to see if that's true. It's crazy to me. When the proof is in the pudding, if you go on Johnell's page, like they be eating them up. They be eating them up and charging it to Johnell's looks, which is crazy to me because I wouldn't even say that. I wouldn't say that either. Because like I said, I don't play with people cheering. I don't play with babies. Babies are innocent. They don't ask to be here and they don't pick their parents. Okay? So we can't fault them for their parents. But they be doing the most in them comments. And she ain't been saying too much. And that shows me he don't even care. Because the fact that these people are still drawing conclusions of how those babies look based on the back of their heads or just him showing, them playing or whatever, with the exception of their faces, and you still posting them, that's crazy to me. So if the goal is to protect the babies, why post them at all? Because they're not going to be in your comments under a random post saying, oh, the baby's this or the babies must look like you if you're not posting them. So he don't care. As long as he get the revenue from that particular post, that's all he care about. Because I know if that was my children, and this is the type of backlash that I'm getting because these people are frustrated because they like, well, y'all ain't no celebrities. What's stopping y'all from posting them? Y'all must feel like y'all own babies look a certain way And it makes sense though, to be honest. Now that's just me keeping it a buck, right? Because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter what other people say about your kids. Everybody looks a certain way to everybody. It's all about how you feel about your cheering and how you encourage your cheering. So I look at it, I personally feel like that their insecurities, Laonia and Janostrals, is rolling over onto their babies, and that's why they're not posting them. Because at the end of the day, all babies are beautiful to me. This is me. I'm speaking for myself, okay? But I feel like it's their own insecurities. I feel like it's them. Because we all know that if Laonia felt like a certain aesthetic was there, those babies would have been posted with or without Johnell's permission. Especially when she was mad at him or had an episode. Because she'll do some spiteful ish. So yeah, it's definitely giving their insecurities are floating over onto those babies. Because they keep saying, "Oh well, y'all gonna talk about them, y'all gonna bully them." Well, what is there to bully? There's some babies. The most people gonna say is, "Oh, they look like him." So if you don't feel like your man look a certain type of way, then that shouldn't be a problem, right? Am I right or am I right, y'all? If she doesn't feel like her man looks a certain type of way, then people saying that the babies look like their dad shouldn't be an issue because that's her man. For one, I know I wouldn't be calling my own man ugly. Like, make that make sense. And what other people say shouldn't matter anyway. Especially when it comes to your kids, because that's your babies. We gotta love our babies regardless of aesthetic, regardless of look. Those are our babies. We created them, and we have a choice on who we create them with at the end of the day. So yeah, no, I don't like stuff like that. I don't like that. Don't bleed your insecurities off onto them babies because that can affect them later on in life. And they gonna see that. What's up, guys? Joy. They gonna see that, y'all. They gonna see those posts later on in life of their daddy sharing just them looking at the TV and people dragging them in the comments. They can't blame the people. They don't know them strangers, but they can blame their daddy because he can choose to not post even that to keep the chatter down, to keep the insults down. Yeah, we can say all day long, "Oh, well, these are grown folk. They shouldn't be saying it," but this the internet. The internet gonna do what the internet want to do. But you can do what you can do as a person and have that you have, they have that control over that. So they can control the narrative when it comes to that, but they're choosing not to. They're choosing not to. Both of them, to be honest. She don't post as much as he do, but they both still post the back of those babies' heads and them doing certain things, knowing that people are going to be, you know, talking jack ish. They're gonna talk ish and they're gonna also talk about the fact that, "Oh, y'all not celebrities. Why y'all hiding them?" They know that that's the people. I mean, they're saying the same thing under every post. So why keep posting them like that? That's the part I don't understand. And then you got the people get mad talking about, well, it's they kids. They can post them if they want. But guess what? When you put something on a public platform, you can also not control what people say either. Yes, they can post them. They choosing to post them in that state, right? But they also know that they can't control the opinions and the criticism that comes with it once you put it on a public platform. Why Johnell didn't come with her to watch I have no clue. He should have kept them cheering. I don't even feel like he should have went with her. I feel like he should have kept them at home because there's too many germs in the hospital. The less you bring the babies to the hospital, the best, unless it's their appointment. Other than that, I wouldn't advise nobody to be taking no babies to no hospital if they don't have to, because them hospitals is nasty. Ew. Let me see. I might want one more. I might want one more that is telling. Yep. I said that when we first played the clips, Miss Maya. Hey, pretty eyes. That's how you know she never intended on taking them fallopian tubes. I'll be. She knew what she was doing. That's why I say that lie was very intentional. Because in the back of her head, she wanted another child. But she probably didn't tell it to Johnell. Because if y'all notice, she was making it seem like she didn't want no more kids. That's why she came up with the fallopian tube removal lie, because she wanted it to seem like she didn't want anymore, when in all actuality, she did want another child. Or she at least wanted to have that possibility of conception if she could. Which is crazy, because if you can't make a baby by yourself. The other person needs to be in the loop so they don't have any surprises. Because that's what you call trapping. And that's why I switched my title up on this live. Because I said, was Bree trying to trap Johnell with baby number 7? Think about it, y'all. Think about it. Because if she lied to the world on multiple occasions saying that she had her tubes removed, then all of a sudden you rushing to get a hysterectomy and a tubal at the same time? That's interesting. That's why I feel like she had a pregnancy scare. That's just an opinion. I don't need nobody saying, oh, Pac over there lying to her supporters. I said that's my opinion. I personally feel like she might have had a pregnancy scare, which warranted this emergency where all of a sudden hysterectomy and tubal, because she been lying saying she had a tubal already. One, and she's also said on the video, well, I don't want no mistakes. I don't want no accidentals. I don't want no more at this point. That's why I brought the twins, as confirmation to remind me. So that told us that she wants to eliminate the possibility of getting pregnant ever again by bringing the babies, which I feel like she brought them because she had no choice. But still in all, we got to go off of what we actually know that's in front of us and not hypothetical. But that's crazy. They dog piece twins on TikTok, and that's weird to me because her twins is so cute. Like Peach twins is so cute. But like people just ignorant, y'all. Like, and everybody has a different perception. Everybody ain't gonna think. I might think this man or this lady is beautiful and this man is attractive, and somebody else might think they ugly. That's just how the world works. But you can't control what other people say. You can control what you do to contribute to it, or what you do to give them to be able to talk about. But at the end of the day, people gonna say what they want, because they can still not post their babies, and people can still say or assume they look a certain way from them not posting them, which that's something they can't control, right? So that's why I say they shouldn't care. Like, if you gonna do family content, do family content. At the end of the day, people gonna say what they want. They're gonna say what they want about any and everybody. It's up to you if you will let it affect you. So thank you, Maya. Thank you for my super sticker, my love. Thank you all of y'all for the super sticker blessings. I appreciate y'all for trying to help me reach my little goal, child. Lupac, start your goal over. Time is running out, my love. It's probably well, it ain't ran out yet because I'm gonna get off, in a few minutes anyway. So if y'all want to support the goal, you can. If y'all don't, that's fine. Y'all just hit the like button. But thank y'all for even trying to, clear my goal out. But even if it does run out, you can still get a super sticker. Like, the goal don't have to be there, y'all, for y'all to get the super. Like, that's just something they started. But you don't have to have the goal to get it. You can get it at any time. What's up, Pride? Hey, Sid. If he blew up with the acting, she would have had another kid for real, fertility doctor on speed dial. I wouldn't be surprised. I would not. I would not be surprised, y'all. As if 2 ain't enough. Like, at the end of the day. Johnell probably told her to go get fixed because I noticed she back at home. Um, that's interesting. I don't know, y'all, because I personally feel like he thought she was already fixed, like the internet did. You know what I'm saying? I feel like he probably thought, and that's why I said I feel like she might have had an accidental pregnancy or a pregnancy scare. Let me say that. She might have had a pregnancy scare, y'all. And yeah, that's what prompted this, let me hurry up and get this hysterectomy because I already lied and told him and the world that I got my tubes removed. So I don't know. We'll find out maybe. Sometimes people be wanting to come tell a business on the internet. So we might find out one day, y'all. We might find out one time. But we do know based on her story time that he felt like she trapped him even with the twins. So you know, people's already saying that, and she just basically validated when she did that story time. Because y'all remember she did a live saying, "Trap who? How you trap somebody and you own all four? Uh, not take birth control, lie about birth control, not use condoms, like that. Literally, that's how it. Like conception is not determined by the position you're in, baby. Because you could just not have sex with him and not have a baby bomb to trap him. Or you can keep yourself on your birth control and not have a baby. So that was pure ignorance. Anybody saying, "Oh, how did I trap him because he was always behind me or or on top or whatever." What? You are in control of you. You can have preventative measures done on your end, even if the man doesn't. Like that was so ignorant, especially for somebody that say they got 3 degrees in the medical field. How did you not shut up? Out. We know how she didn't know. We don't even need to try to break it down, child. But just to even say that is crazy. How could I trap him when he was always behind or on top? Like, so you mean you gotta be in control of the sex to determine if you trapping somebody with a baby? Okay. Somebody need to go back to sex ed, okay? Sex ed. The something in the milk ain't clean, baby. Let me see. Basically, the crazy bitch can control her actions if she don't want a negative reaction. Yep. Her supporters should have been done with her. Oh my God, who lies like this over and over again? Her, lie on you. The nickname is so fitting. But if I was a supporter, I'll be asking that question because she said it so many times. Just like she said her husband abused her so many times. Just like she lied and said she left him so many times. And she sounds so convincing when she do lie. Like, girl, ain't no way. But I know I'll be asking if I'm supporting her, and something like this is debunked or rebutted. Like, why did you lie about that? It was so unnecessary. You didn't have to. You could have just not said anything about your tooth. That's crazy to me. Let me see your my choice at this point. Facts, like, period. We need to see that off the rip. What's up, Ramsey? Shout out to my male supporters. Okay, listen, I see y'all. It ain't many of y'all, but shout out to y'all for supporting your girl. She's a professional liar. Lie, don't care who tell it. That was almost my caption too. A lie, don't care who tell it, or she lie like a rug. But we gotta put something that's eye catching. You know what I'm saying? Something fitting. I don't do the clickbaitish, but it'll give a little clickbaitish, but it be on point. Let me just say that. It be on point, it ain't questionable. Like, some people they'll make it so clickbait. It's just like, well, you didn't even talk about what's in your caption. That's when you know it's clickbaitish, when they don't talk about what they captioned the lie to be, unless it's just accidental. I think this is a public view for her to get views. Like I said, allegedly that girl is pregnant, and that's why she is back to her home. I got a new car now. I don't think she's pregnant, y'all. I don't think she's pregnant. I think she is. I mean, we just heard her, you know, talking to the doctor. But she did do the video showing herself in the doctor, going into the hospital and all of that. So I don't think she's pregnant and prepping, because they give you a pregnancy test even before they do that surgery. She did her blood work and all of that. They take a pregnancy test to make sure you're not pregnant before you can even have that surgery done. So I don't think she's pregnant. I think she might have had a pregnancy scare, and that's what prompted the hysterectomy, or her wanting to go get that done. Because she like, oh Lord, it's getting real, and I still got these freshly new twins, and this man, we barely making it. Like, I can't be getting pregnant again. So if y'all remember, she said she was even questioning an abortion with the twins. So, and that's another thing that's like, girl, the fact that you even said you was thinking about that, she went from saying She thought about that too, saying, "Oh, I don't believe in that with my religion." To, "Oh, my dad told me no," as if Walter raising them cheering. But that was crazy. She made all kind of excuses as far as, which I feel like she knew what she was doing. And when you grown, you're grown. Unless you just slow or you don't have no common sense at all, ain't no way you can keep having unprotected sex, right? And just feel like a pregnancy won't happen eventually. That's crazy to me. Johnell is for the streets. Big facts. Let me pin that. And Ben, he for the streets even when he pretending to be in a relationship. She need to throw him right on back. Co-parent with him. At the end of the day, you made a child. You made children with him, but y'all still can co-parent. But you, as far as the relationship, baby, you need to throw him right back into the street because he's gonna be in them whether you throw him back or not. Especially with that new car. Okay, he finna really show his. He finna really show out. Finna really show out. That's why I think he was over there babysitting, or getting on her good side so she can contribute whatever she could contribute to help get him that vehicle. I don't think she paid it out because I don't think her coins is coining like that, like how it was before. But I feel like she might have helped, gave him a little change to help with it. Maybe the down payment or something like that. We know her credit bad, so we know she couldn't co-sign. So I think she might have, tossed them a few little coins to go towards it. But I don't think she just paid it out. I don't think she co-signed or got it in her name because her credit is SHIT, baby. Yeah. Based on her losing her own vehicle, right? So I believe she has 3 degrees manic. Y'all get on. I better get off. Y'all get on my nerves. Manic depressive disorder and AKA bipolar disorder. Child, y'all are crazy. The taste says she may have done one recently too. I don't know. Can't put nothing past her at this point. Yep. Johnny Boy is outside taking people private part. I gotta start pre-reading y'all comments. I gotta pre-read them in silence. There's a moment of silence for the comments first before I read them out loud. Cause y'all be going in town. Hey, Miss Deb, she going to mess around and catch something from him and can't get rid of it. Especially if he out here raw again, everything he see, you never know. She's a real life fatal attraction to the 3rd degree. She took it too far, sending her oldest with a stranger to keep. Wait, what stranger? To keep a man, because CP is his biological stranger. He don't know that man, and that man don't know him. Shaking my head. But I mean, you know what? At the end of the day, that's still his daddy, y'all. It's still his daddy, even though he might not be like, familiar. I ain't gonna say he don't know him. I can't say he don't know him at all, right? Because there are pictures of those kids when they was younger and they were around him. Now, it still doesn't take away from the fact that RH raised them kids for 6 years. I'ma stand on that forever. But I ain't gonna just say that their dad is a stranger to them. You know what I'm saying? Like he missed a very vital part of their life for 6 years. But I ain't gonna just say he a stranger. I ain't gonna say that. But at the end of the day, I feel like how we know the son ain't really had, an opinion when it came to going to stay with the dad either. How we know he didn't want to. You know what I'm saying? To get away from Laonia. So that could be a possibility too, y'all. He could possibly wanted to go stay with his daddy to get away from his mama. As far as we know, they could not get along behind the scenes and act like they do when they do the little TikTok videos. You never know with her child. You never know, baby. All right, y'all. But I'm finna get up off of here. Enjoy the rest of my Friday. Me and my big boy finna watch our show. Because we've been missing it. We've been missing it for a few days. What I'm gonna do is, like I said, I'm gonna put a little quick 1-2 video together for y'all to see those receipts in real time. So make sure y'all go clock that. Go view that once I drop that video. Yeah. And I'll be back tomorrow. And tomorrow we gonna go over that other police call. Now this one is not an audio, but it is a report. Wait till y'all hear what she told them people. Okay. This one is from March 3rd, 2022. The same year they got their divorce, but back in March. So yeah, we're gonna get into that tomorrow. But anyways, I love y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in. Thank y'all for supporting this live. If you have not, please hit the like button on your way out. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye y'all.
Yeah, you tuned in to Luke Hawk, baby. She don't follow trends, she follow facts. Receipts ready, energy heavy. Let's go, let's go.
L-U-P-A-C, baby don't play, she speak facts, you see. Truth talk, clap back, all receipts on deck. She stand tall in the booth, got respect on her neck. I-N-D-E, yeah, she grinding with ease. P-E-N-E-N-T, bring in truth to the streets.
Go. She don't do drama, she drop data. Scroll the page, now or later. You'll see lies get exposed and the fake get froze like refrigerators. Name ring bells like second line. Speak real, no need to lie. She from the south with a strong survivor. Snakes don't make it out alive.
L-U-P-A-C, ain't no faking on the screen. Call a judge, call a jury, she deliver with that heat. You won't clap, but she got truth. No sugar in her speech. Independent, bold and real, this Lupac baby. Capiche?
They scrolling, she exposing. They trolling, she compose. See, Lupac don't just react, she the code what's not disclosed. From screenshots to timelines, receipts in real time. You playing checkers, she playing chess. Every move defined, got that hustle in her bones. No cosign built to own. Views go up when she speak up. This platform here a throne.
L-U-P-A-C, baby don't bend, she speak facts, you see. Truth talk, clap back, all receipts on deck. She stand tall in the booth, got respect on her neck. I-N-D-E, yeah, she grinding with ease. P-E-N-D-N-T, bring in truth to the streets. L-Q-A-C, baby don't bend. She that truth in your feed when the lies get blown. Y'all watching, y'all lurking, but she grown. L-U-A-C, baby don't be. She that truth in your feed when the lies get blown. Y'all watching, y'all lurking, but she grown.
This ain't gossip, this ain't rumors. This is real talk, backed by real proof.